Okay, students. Today we are going to discuss about the second video lecture of the first unit. So already we have discussed what are the various functions of the management. That is, as a manager to run the business. So this class, what are the various theories related to the management and how they are enabled to run the management in the effective manner, how they are utilized in the effective manner. So the course outcome is repeatedly given to you for your remembrance. So in this 5 units, we have discussed one topic, introduction to management and organization, and the various functions of that. So in the second topic, what are the various theories in the management that we are going to discuss in the today class. After recalling the first unit, we will follow the various theories we discussed in the first unit. Management theories, pre-scientist theories. That is, it has been previous before the scientific theory. So classical theory, behavioral theory, modern management theory. Classical theory or the Taylor's scientific management theory, Fayol's administrative theory, Weber's bureaucratic theory. Pre-scientific management theories, important contributions are made by Charles Babbage, James Montgomery, Robert Owen. So there are a lot of professors giving the management pre-scientific theory. These theories solved specific organization problem. These are not universally accepted theories. What is called as classical theory? The classical theory represents early works of management and focus on the increasing industrial output by providing financial incentive to employee. The classical approach was developed through the three main schemes: scientific management, administrative management, bureaucracy management. Bureaucracy management. Say Taylor's scientific theory. Taylor developed his theory on the basis of his work experience in three companies: Midwall Steel Works, Simon Rolling Mill, and other steel company. He is regarded as the father of scientific management. He focused on finding the best way to do the job. So, what are the principles of Taylor's theory? Rules of Taylor thumb should be replaced with the signs. There should be harmony, not discord in the group action. Cooperation, not individualism. Maximum output, not restricted output. Development of worker to their fullest capacity. So, what are the techniques used in the scientific management by Taylor? time study, motion study, scientific task planning, standardization and simplification, differential piece rate system, functionally foremanship, high speed steel. These are all the technique. Evaluation, what is how we can evaluate the Taylor's theory? Better management through the scientific methods, discovered true capacity of the worker, scientific selection of the worker, and then mental evaluation of the part of the employees and the employer. So what are the limitations of Taylor's theory? Fayol's administrative theory. Henry Fayol focused on managing the organization as a whole rather than the lower level of management. Activities of the business, functions of a manager, abilities of a manager, principles of management. Activities of business is technical, commercial, etc. What is the principle of management given by Henry Fayol? He has given the 14 principle: 1. Division of work, 2. Authority and responsibility, unity of command, 3. 4. Unity of direction, 5. Discipline, subordination of individual interest, remuneration, centralization, scalar chain, order, etc. What evaluation of the Fayol's theory? His principles are widely accepted in the business and non-business world. He pioneered in the highlighting the principle of management. So, criticism to formal wage inconsistency, pro-management bias, historical value. Taylor and Fayol comparison. So actually, the slide indicates the tabulation which give the comparison between their two persons. Aim, focus, management view, result, personality, manager contribution, perspective and acceptance. The next one is the Max Weber brokership theory. Max Weber, a German sociologist, introduced the rational legal authority of the system model to manage the business organization. His model is characterized by division of work, rules and regulations, hierarchy of authority, technical competence, etc. How we can evaluation of the Weber's theory? What are the advantages of specialization? Rationality and leads to the efficiency, lead to optimum utilization of the resources, depersonalization leads, and then written rules and regulations, etc. So what is called the behavioral theory? The theory focuses on organizational goal along with the satisfaction of human need. Shift in focus from workplace contingents to human side of the organization. People-oriented approach substituted on the production and oriented approach. Human relation theory. The father of human relation approaches of focuses on increasing organizational productivity by increasing the morale of worker. Results were obtained through the experiment. The test room studies, illumination experiment, relay assembly room experiment, interviewing study, observation studies. So what is the result of experimentation? So informal groups are important in complement of the formal group. Social groups are more important than the financial incentive to motivate the worker. Worker is a social man rather than the rational man motivated by the financial incentive. So evaluation of the theory focuses on organizational efficiency through the satisfaction of the social and psychological need of the worker. Participate management is better than the authorization management. Design of theory, social need of secondary. Behavioral science theory, it applies scientific vision to the human relation theory, and then concept from the various disciplines are tested before applying them in business organization. Sociology, study of human behavior in group. Psychology, study of individual behavior. Several sociologists and psychologists like Abraham Maslow, Friedrich Herbert, Grieger or development of this approach. The approach is an extension and improvement of the human relation movement. What is the modern management theory? These theories responsive to environment changes. They view organization as a dynamic system having multiple objectives. Management is multiple disciplinary and draws knowledge from various fields to solve the complex business problem. Quantitative theory, it uses the service of quantitative specialists to apply interdisciplinary techniques to solve business problem. It includes management science. It uses mathematical model like PERT, CPM, simulation, etc. to solve the business problem. Operation management, it applies quantitative technique. Management information system, it uses computer-based information to make the business decision. By applying the computer, we can solve the various activities. Management information system, simply called as the MIS, it uses. How can we evaluate the management activities? Quantitative theory, it uses quantifiable data. It cannot be applied to study human behavior. The model may be used more for the analyzing the result than the used for the making decision. All the variable affecting the business decision cannot be quantified in numeric terms. It may land up making satisfying decision rather than the optimum decisions constraints. So with this, we are conclude the second video lecture. If you have any doubt, you can raise your questions. Any questions?